big story on Action News is breaking news as the protest is underway right at the height of rush hour.
This is all, of course, in response to the Israel-Hamas war. Demonstrators tonight are demanding an end to the Israeli strikes taking place in Gaza.
Action News reporter John Paul live for us now right near 30th Street Station with more on what's happening. John.
Well, Shari, Rick, there's a lot going on outside and a lot going on inside. We're at 30th Street Station, so I'm going to walk you through what we're seeing so far. A large staging area, a lot of bike cops right there. They are staged to go in if needed. Now, we also have over this way. This is one of the entrances to 30th Street Station, and we've seen dozens of people coming out of those doors. We've also seen lots of people who've had to go around this way to the other entrance because they're not allowing people in unless they have a pass. Now, we've got buses parked along this side. This is the north side of 30th Street Station. Those had officers who had riot gear on. We just saw them mount up and walk that way onto the west side of 30th Street Station. Now, we also know there are a lot of people inside doing their protest right now. We were here a little bit earlier as police were getting ready for all this. I'll show you some video of what was going on outside at the time. This is the buses that were coming in, carrying those officers who had the riot gear on and staging outside of the area. And what we now know is the protest itself started about 15 minutes ago inside of 30th Street Station. We know that people with black T-shirts on that say "Jews ceasefire now." They were inside. They've been chanting. They've been demanding this ceasefire. They're part of the Jewish Voice for Peace and several other groups. The estimate now is around 300 to 400 people inside, another 100 people outside of the facility here at 30th Street Station. Now, we have also been talking with some of those protesters. I want to let you hear what they have to say about this.
We're part of a growing, powerful movement of Jews, of Americans, of Israelis calling for a ceasefire, demanding that the U.S. government, President Biden, and the Congress use its power and its privilege and its money to insist that Israel has a ceasefire with Gaza and saves the innocent civilian lives.
Back out here live now. We also have Chopper 6 up in the air over 30th Street Station where all this is taking place. Seeing lots of people trying to get in. Now, I'm told that Amtrak was trying to block people from getting in, but many people have a transportation pass, so they are being allowed in. No word yet if it's disrupting any of the trains themselves. Let's come out back here live as we see another line of people. It looks like they're unable to get into those doors, and they're having to come around to the side, the other side of the 30th Street Station. So you might be asking, why so many officers? I mean, we are surrounded. There are hundreds of officers here. And one of the reasons is this group has staged protests already. There was one in Washington, D.C. That was back on October 18th. Around 200 to 300 people were arrested in that protest. There was another protest over at Grand Central Station less than a week ago. And in that one, around 100 to 200 people were arrested there as well. Police just don't want this to interrupt any of the transportation. We're talking trains. We're also talking the Schuylkill. It's right over there. The Schuylkill, they want to protect that from getting shut down. And that's one of the reasons you see these barricades up here and you see all the bicycle officers. They're ready to go if anybody tries to get out onto the highway and shut it down. They will prevent that from happening. But for now, it seems pretty much contained to the inside of 30th Street Station. Still seeing lots more people, and the protest organizers say many more may be showing up, and we're going to stay right here for all of it. For now, we are live at 30th Street Station. John Paul, Channel 6, Action News. Rick, Shari?
Yeah. All right. Okay, John, we'll stay on top of it if anything changes. John, thank you.